how is the field? Some field, they look at some women who rise up to become attorneys and stuff as you are not welcome in this field. How challenging is that one also to you, being a woman and rising up on the ladder? How challenging it is?
It's been very challenging, Pastor. This year, we're actually celebrating 100 years of women being recognized and being active in the legal industry and being able to work as attorneys, as lawyers. And this signifies a lot of change. This signifies that to the young people that are coming up before us, there's representation and there has been I'm sorry, after us, there's been representation and there's been um, a voice that has been said before you. But for that voice to get there, it's not been easy. So those challenges within the legal field still persist. It's still very difficult, to even come up the ranks, especially as a young woman. You sit in spaces where people will still think that you don't belong. You have to work 10 times harder than your male counterparts so that you're able to just even be noticed, just so that you're able to even be given just a slight piece of the cake, if at all you're even invited to that table. So you constantly have to prove yourself, you constantly have to fight for what you want, and you constantly have to work much harder and more determined than your male counterparts or other people in the legal industry, because unfortunately there's still this segregation upon us. There's still this thought that women do not belong here. This is a man's
Yeah.
world. However, 100 years in the legal field has proven that young women belong here. And this is a place for young people to actually explore and enter into, and let them affirm their voice, let them affirm themselves in the legal industry, in the legal fraternity.
Wow, wow. Ladies and gentlemen, her name is Princess Tembisile, and we are having a great moment here. This questions are just by the way, but they are so important to me because of where she is coming from. My final one to you before we go into this evening's is one time I was speaking to a young lady who says, Pastor, I have finished my university. I have done this course, been looking for a job everywhere, and anywhere I go, they give me a condition. If I can do this, then I'll get this. That way, I don't want to mention those into details, but I believe, Princess, you get what I mean. So, in a nutshell, it's like if she's not able to meet certain conditions, the job will not be hers. At your position, what advice would you give to young women who are determined to rise up, determined to do something for their country, but the society is not giving them the chance? They have to offer certain things in order to get into certain position and stuff. What will be your advice to people who do that and these young women who are coming?
To the young woman, I would like to say, if a table, or if you're not invited to a table, create a table for yourself. You're not the only one that is being faced by, or that is
Princess,
facing.
say that again. You said something. Say that again, please. If you are
If
not
you are not
invited.
being invited to a table, create your own. Create a table of inclusion. Create a table that will accommodate more young people, more young women like you. Create a table that will ensure that the ones that come after you do not have to struggle like you did to enter the legal industry. Create a platform that will support and give the necessary support in any type of form, financially, motivation, mentorship, because young women need it. Remember how you got into this industry so that you can make it easier for other young people. We then appeal also to the women that have made it in the legal industry to always look back. And there are organizations that are there to emancipate and encourage young women to find their voice, to find their foot, and to ensure that they stamp it wherever they go. To the people that continue to perpetuate this violence towards women, I would call it violence, Pastor, because at this for young people and for young women to have to do the unmentionable in such platforms, for them just to get what they are supposed to get, or they were going to get if they were their male counterparts. You have to realize that the time for such abuse is over, and there are platforms that will continue to advocate against such bullying, against such misconduct. And we as young people are going to come for you, because we are creating spaces where I am your voice, I am your sister, I am your mentor, and I am there to ensure that your entering into this legal industry is much smoother than mine. And you are included, and your voice is stamped and will reverberate everywhere.
My God. Princess is the voice to the voiceless. And if you're watching us and you are facing these challenges, please, at the end of the show, I will suggest you reach out to her wherever you are, and she will definitely be on your case. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, a very good evening to you.